So let me ask you this. How do you ask for referrals after someone you've been talking to about your opportunity turns it down and says no? That's the question for today. How's it going, everybody? Coach Isai, we're here with you. Coming at you with more tips, tricks, and advice so that you can get more out of your network marketing business. So as usual, as you're jumping on here, give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're out there. Drop me a line. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Hopefully you're all doing well. I'm doing better today. I guess yesterday you heard that I was in the gym for the first time after almost 6 months. So all day today I've been, to say that I've been dragging is an understatement. I am all sore in parts that I forgot existed. But anyway, enough about me. Hope you're doing well. Let's get right into it. So how would you actually handle this? You know, you sent somebody your link to your opportunity. They've watched a presentation. They've attended a team call or something like that. And you approach them. It's now time for you to pop the question. And they turn you down and they blatantly say, no, it's not for them. And so I'll give you what I learned some time back when I first started. The first key is very important, actually. It's never being addicted to the outcome. And what do I mean by that? Simple. Think of yourself when you ask someone if it's time for them to join and they turn you down. Think of that question or that scenario as like, when you have friends over for dinner or something like that and you offer them a drink, or, after dinner you offer them some pie or some coffee. And, maybe they've eaten too much and, they can't have any pie, or they don't necessarily drink coffee. That's not their thing. Would you get like all upset and all up in arms? And would you feel offended because, your friend just said no? Like, how dare you? Like, this is the best coffee ever. Like, you don't know what you're missing. Would you take that approach with them? Or would you just be like, kind of, all right, cool, sounds good. Drop me a 1 if you're thinking, yeah, I'd get upset. Or drop me a 2 if you're thinking, nah, I'd probably do the latter and it probably wouldn't faze me. It's like, I'm good. Like, all right, so you didn't take my offer for coffee or pie, I'm willing to bet that I'm going to see a lot of 2s because it's just coffee. It's just pie. It's no big deal. And that's the mentality you need to take when it comes time to pitch your opportunity. You want to take that stance. You're essentially disconnected from the outcome. Like, whatever the outcome is, yes or no, it means nothing to you. You're just collecting the outcome. If it's a yes, then you move on to the next step. If it's a no, then here's what you're going to do. And Ray Higdon says this a lot. You want to manage the energy. And I like his concept of managing the energy and taking that negative energy of that no, and essentially, as he says, judo, that the martial arts that essentially manages your opponent's weight. Well, you want to kind of, again, you want to take that negative and kind of toss it and make it a positive. So when they tell you no, what you're going to tell them is like, that's perfect, that's cool, yeah, no problem at all. So hey, let me ask you a question though. Do you happen to know anyone that would like to make some extra money if we show them how to do it step by step? And then just sit back. You've asked them the question, sit back, let them process that. There's a pretty good chance that they're gonna stop you and be like, oh, wait, hold on. So you're gonna show them step by step how to make money? Well, yeah, of course. I mean, that's what we do. That's our job. So 2 things you're doing here. You're managing that energy. You took their negative no and you're kind of twisting it and you're making it a positive. The other thing you're doing is, if they say yes, or they change their mind from that pre-existing no, and they decide, well, hey, this is starting to sound good, you're already starting to condition them you're already starting to train them, essentially. And so they would probably learn from that same experience. So if they actually come in and as they're prospecting, they get a no, you can easily be like, hey, if they come to you, you're like, hey, remember how I kind of twisted it on you and I asked you, would you happen to know anybody that would be interested in making money if we showed them how to do it step by step? You remind them of that. And that in itself can be a learning lesson. You can use that as a reference. So that's pretty simple in a nutshell how to get referrals after they've said no. If you want to get a little bit more advanced, you could actually, after you pitch them and you say, hey, would you happen to know anybody that would like to make some money if we showed them how to do it step by step? After you tell them that, you can throw in a few examples and be like, hey, because there's so and so who's a driver for Uber who decided to make some money on the side. He signed up. We started mentoring him. We brought him up to speed. We basically took him step by step through the process, and now he's making an extra $300 or $400 a month. And don't lie about this. Make these stories truthful. Like when you go to company events, that's where you get these success stories. It's either going to be at company events or maybe a company website. Most companies have either like a website where you can go to for all the latest news or updates, or they may have like a Facebook page where they just kind of post success stories, different people that joined and where they were and where they are now, and how the business has helped them get from where they were to where they are now. Use actual stories. And the only way you're going to do that is obviously by doing your research or attending company events. Get yourself to the events. You're going to get filled up with all this knowledge. Take your notes, study them. Always be a student. And so that's pretty much it. It's really not that big of a deal. People kind of overthink this, and sometimes they're like, oh no, he said no, like no, you don't understand what you're missing. You want to get in on the ground floor. Like this is the time you want to join. Like this is like we're going places. We're going, and if you don't see the value in this, then I don't know what to tell you, man. You're an idiot. Like don't take that attitude with them. You keep your posture. You stand up firm. You're like, okay, that's fine. I understand. This business isn't for everybody. But hey, let me ask you a question. Would you happen to know anybody that would be interested in making some extra money if we showed them how to do it step by step? Boom, 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 boom. I'm telling you, it works like a charm. It was hard for me at first to remember to use these lines, but as I continuously reached out to my prospects and spoke to them, as I failed and I reflected back on what I did, I realized like, hey, I could have handled it this way. So, it was a journey for me, but here we are, rocking and rolling. Hey, I'm gonna cut this one off now. I hope you found value in this. As usual, drop me a like. If you haven't done so already, like my Facebook page, set to see first, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also don't forget, I'm gonna drop the link down below in the description. Get access to the free 10-day bootcamp led by none other than Ferdy Ceballos, my mentor, and hopefully yours soon. And I'll catch you on the next video. Take care. Bye.